friends. It's been a hot minute since I updated you, and I apologize, but it's been a whirlwind of a couple of days. So, dog's back home last night, early. We took her to the vet at like 2 in the morning, which meant no sleep for me. She was home today all day. I got a cut on my head somehow, and I don't know how, so mind that. She stayed home today with my husband, and she is doing a whole lot better, which is nice. I finished Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Love it, as always. It's such a great nostalgia read. It's a fast read. It feels good to get back into some books that I used to love when I was a kid and see if I still love them. Newsflash, still love it. However, I do see the problematic parts people talk about, but guess what? It was written so long ago, you guys. It wasn't as problematic, and things weren't as much of a... Some of the stuff that Willy Wonka says is definitely offensive. But it is what it is. It's a product of its time, and I'm not going to fault the author or the story for the wording and the way it was written when it was written, because that was okay then. So we deal with it, right? It's a good book. I liked it a lot. I feel for Charlie Bucket's family and how poor they are and stuff. It's just like, ugh, hard to read about. It's nice he finally gets like some semblance of a happy ending, even though it doesn't really finish, because then they end up in this great glass elevator, and there's a whole nother book, which I said in my book TBR list for the Backlist Readathon. Sorry, I'm not all here, because sleep makes me not the best word-wise. I haven't read The Great Glass Elevator yet, but I would like to at some point, so that's one of the reasons why I did the reread of Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Our dog has been given some anti-anxiety medicine to help her relax so that her throat issue that she was having will go away. And so it is working. I call it the doggy Valium. And she seems to be doing all right now. I'm drinking a little bit of coffee because I was trying to watch the Colorado Avalanche game and just stay up a little bit more, because it's only like 8:30 and I don't really want to fall asleep yet. So I'm just trying to stay awake just a little longer, just watch some hockey. And I'm actually currently reading, or just about to pick up, Anxious People by Frederick Bachmann, because this is my next book that I'm going to read for the Backlist Readathon. I'm going to read my book of the month backlist book. So far, I've read Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. I am halfway through the audiobook of Turn of the Key by Ruth Ware, and I'm really enjoying it. However, for those of you who have also read Lock Every Door by Riley Sager, do you see a little bit of comparison there? Like, they kind of are... I feel like the plot and stuff, it's just that they are comparable, and I'm not mad about it. I really, really liked Lock Every Door, so it's nice to kind of get something that's got a similar feel to it, because I got into it right away. So really, really so far enjoying that book, and I am about 12 or 13 chapters into the 26 chapter audiobook on that one. So hopefully I can finish that one tomorrow. And then Friday I can start the audiobook for the Honeymooners, I think, is the audiobook I have. The other audiobook I have for this readathon. I don't know that I'm going to get my entire Backlist Readathon list done, but if I can get 5 out of the 6 books in a week done, I'll be super impressed with myself. If I can get all 6 done, even better, but I'm not going to hold myself to that high regard. I'm going to start on this one, and hopefully by the end of tomorrow, I will be down at least 2, possibly 2.5 books for the Backlist Readathon. But that is going to be it for me. I'm going to go wash my makeup off, hang out with my dog who is sleeping, and watch some more hockey. And then go to sleep early because I am exhausted. And I'm going to figure out why I have a cut on my forehead.
Hello friends, it's Friday. I am going into work. Got my fun food shirt on and I'm getting a mask and I am ready to work for the day, and then it's Costco tonight. I'm going to check and see if there's any good books on sale at Costco because they sometimes have great deals, and then I'm home to read and relax a little bit. So that's the plan. See you guys later. Friends, it is Friday afternoon after Costco. I've got us gas, food, and I looked at the books. There's some good ones in there, but I'm just gonna order some from Indigo with a gift card that I got from my employer, and because the one that was here was okay, but I kind of want a couple other ones too that weren't here, so I'm just gonna order them all at the same time to get free shipping. That being said, I am on my way home to read and eat supper. I got us. That is a gigantic pizza. Needless to say, there will be leftovers for sure, so my husband will have no problem taking some for lunch tomorrow. And yeah, just gonna go home, watch some hockey, read some books, relax, have a nice casual Friday evening, and my hair is everywhere. And that's it for today. So that's so far. Hey, I did finish Turn of the Key by Ruth Ware. Was not expecting how that ended. So good. Really big fan of that book. And also I started the Honeymooners, and so far loving it. Olive is fantastic and Ethan is great. It kind of, the hate to love thing is 100% bang on. It kind of reminds me of the hating game, which I loved. So yeah, that's awesome. I'm excited. About 6 chapters in, and I'm listening to it on the audiobook. So I'm gonna go home and read some more Anxious People by Frederick Bachmann and enjoy my evening.
Okay, Costco load has been put away. Some of my favorite things that I got today at Costco were, I did look at the books, so you'll have seen that in my B-roll footage. Yeah, the Lost Apothecary I am interested in, but I think I'm going to order that one from Indigo, because when it's a new book, they're on sale on Indigo, and I have a gift card from my employer, and there's a couple other books that I want that I can get on Indigo, and then it's free shipping. So I'm going to do that this weekend. I currently have a coffee. Who's surprised? No one. Let me have a sip. Yeah, that's just perfect. We had our pizza. Put the groceries away. Like I said, some of my favorite things I got was the almonds. Just plain almonds from Costco are always good. Got some coffee beans and trail mix. Jeff's favorite. I like it too, but I try to stay away from it a little bit. I go for more of the plain almonds for a snack here and there. And yeah, it was a good day at Costco. It wasn't super busy. I got in and out of there relatively quickly. I was home by 6:30. We didn't get there till 5:15-ish. Had to wait outside for a little bit, but it wasn't as busy as normal. And then when I went to fuel up at the end of my Costco visit, there was 2 or 3 bays with no lineup. So what are the odds? I was pleasantly surprised about that. So to kick it off this evening, I'm going to have hockey on in the background because I love hockey. And Avalanche are playing, and that is my team. That's my jam. And the Vegas Golden Knights are playing, and that is my secondary. I love to watch them because Marc-Andre Fleury is just chef's kiss. And yeah, that's about it for right now. I'm going to read some more of Anxious People by Frederick Bachmann. I'm starting to get a little bit of backstory of, you kind of find out what happens at the beginning and then it works its way back, is how this novel is set up. And I'm starting to get some backstory on the young police officer and the old police officer that is his partner, that you find out right away in like the first 10 pages is actually his dad. And they kind of butt heads, and they're investigating what happened with this bank robbery hostage apartment showing situation. And so far, not very far in, but really liking the writing style. The chapters are short, so they fly through the book without knowing, and I feel like it's one of those books where you're like, I'll just read one more chapter, and you flip it, it's only like 2 pages, and you're like, nice. Well, I can get away with one more chapter. And the problem with that is it makes you read way later than you think you're going to. So hopefully I can get through a few chapters and it keeps my attention and during the intermissions of the hockey game. So that's it for me for now. Maybe if I get far enough in this book, I might update you guys this evening. If not, I will update you tomorrow. It is Saturday, the last day of the readathon, and today I did go to Indigo for a little bit and picked up some books that I wanted with my gift card instead of ordering them online. I just needed to just have a moment, so it was a nice moment. I listened to an audiobook and walked around, and I thoroughly enjoyed my hour or whatever it was that I spent. Also stopped at HomeSense because my cat loves these freeze-dried cat treats that they sell there, and that's the only place that I've found them. So I had to go pick some of those up. And whilst I was there, I found the most adorable Ray Dunn coffee mug. Yeah. It's Ray Dunn. It says Happy Spring. I love it. You guys have seen my mug that says coffee on it, and it's a big giant white mug. That is also Ray Dunn. And that one I believe I found at Winners quite some time ago. And I haven't seen anything Ray Dunn for a while, but I saw this and I just was in love with it. And I'm like, yeah, it's $5. I don't care. Makes me happy. So outside of my little escapade today, I have, for the book Backlist Readathon, on the book front, I have read Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. I've gotten through Turn of the Key by Ruth Ware and The Honeymooners by Christina Lauren. So all three of those books are great, and I am going to continue reading Anxious People by Frederick Bachmann. Hopefully get half of that done within the confines of the readathon, maybe more. And then 3.5 books in a week, I would consider that a win out of the 6 that I picked. So, yeah, I'm going to see how much I can get done on this, and I will update you guys in a little bit. Good evening. We made chicken sandwiches for supper, and they were delicious. Kind of my take on Popeye's chicken sandwich, and I think I did a pretty good job. But now we are watching the Leafs game because, like I said before, husband's a big Leafs fan. And I'm going to make us some limited edition Pillsbury cookies. So, and then I'm going to read some more and keep watching hockey. That's what's on the docket for tonight. Just a nice, chill, casual Saturday evening. So to wrap up the Backlist Readathon, I read 3.5 books. So in a week, I'm pretty proud of that myself. That's quite a few books to read in 1 week. I had high hopes at 6, but then the dog and some other issues made it not plausible. So to recap what I read Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. And yes, I enjoyed it just as much as I did when I read it the first time. Even more so because I could see a little bit more into the characters, and I think I got more out of it now than I did when I read it when I was a kid. Second book that I read was Lock Every Door? No. Turn of the Key by Ruth Ware. See, I was telling you through the whole video sequence that it reminded me of Lock Every Door, and now it's stuck in my head, and I think it's Lock Every Door. But Turn of the Key by Ruth Ware still holds strong to my feeling that it did feel a lot like Riley Sager's Home Before Dark and Lock Every Door. So there were definitely some similarities there, but I did enjoy the characters. I'll talk about it more in my monthly wrap up. And yeah, I think, what was the other one I read? I'm halfway through Anxious People by Frederick Bachmann. It is not what I expected it to be, but I am enjoying the characters, especially Zara. She is just out there, and I quite enjoy it a lot. I also like the alternative couple, the Ro and Julie, I think their names are. I'm starting to really enjoy their characters a lot. So that is one of my favorites so far for the half that I've read. Unfortunately, I've only read half of it, but hopefully I will get to some more of it very soon. And yeah, I'm trying to think of what the other book was that I read. I cannot remember. Oh, yes. The Honeymooners by Christina Lauren. Now, it's not because it was not a memorable book. It's just because I've read so many that I can't remember what I read. But I did enjoy this book. This book was fantastic. It was out of the Christina Lauren books that I've read so far, which isn't too many. It is probably one of my favorites. I enjoy the love to hate, hate to love romance saga. That's why The Hating Game was one of my favorite books the year it came out. So this one was just as good. But has anybody noticed that a lot of these hate to love or romancy books have paintball adventures in them? So The Hating Game was the same way. It also had a paintball adventure in it. So I thought that was funny, in a funny comparison between the two books. But I did enjoy that book quite a lot. I'd say it's going to be probably one of my top reads of the month. But I will talk more about these books at the end of the month. As always, thank you for watching. Please comment down below. Let me know what you read for the Backlist Readathon and what your favorite book that you read and favorite prompt you completed was. So that's it for me today. I will be back soon with more videos. And as always, I appreciate all the likes and all the subscriptions. See you guys soon with another video.